Hey there, Facebook world. Heather Klontmaker with At Home Realty here. I wanted to pop on this Sunday afternoon because I was thinking about some of the questions I've been asked a lot lately, and one of the questions that I get asked most often are, what updates should I be doing in order to sell my home? So, a lot of sellers are thinking, hey, my bathroom might be a little outdated, my floors, that kind of thing. And so they're thinking that they need to do a ton of work or projects in order to sell their home. But oftentimes that's not really the case. So I'm on here to tell you the 5 reasons that I think doing upgrades without speaking to an agent, hint myself, first can actually cost you money in the long run. So without further ado, I will get started with those. So the first reason that I think that doing upgrades without speaking to an agent can cost you money is that right now we are in one of the best sellers markets we've ever seen, and homes are selling for top dollar without those upgrades. So you may think, okay, if I do this work, I'll sell it for more, but sometimes that's not the case, right? So having those upgrades aren't always netting you more over and above what you would have already gotten by listing it. The second reason that I would say doing upgrades without speaking to an agent could really cost you in the long run is that your time is, hey Amy, your time is worth something too when you are doing those projects. So if you're thinking, okay, I'll do the projects myself, so I'm going to save money there. So if I do these projects, then I'll get more for my house. That may not be true because, again, your time is worth something, right? You could be doing other things with your time. You could be working. You could be doing things other than getting your house ready and doing those updates. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't do anything, right? Like if there's anything that's broken, if there are things that need fixed, you should definitely do those things. But if you're looking at things like a remodel of an area, really anything beyond paint, I would say, you're going to want to talk to somebody because sometimes you're going to put all that time into it. And there's a little bit of a cost, obviously, for the materials that you're buying. Sometimes it does not raise your home price enough to really justify the work that you did. You may just end up netting the exact same amount you would have netted had you not spent your time doing that work, right? So we don't want to get in that situation. Now you may say, well, I'll have a builder do it, and so I'm not going to waste any time. It'll get done quicker, and that kind of thing. So that's my third reason, though, that you might lose money is that building costs have actually risen quite a bit. Material costs are up, labor costs, things like that. And really, there's even a shortage of contractors and people available to do work. So if you're thinking, okay, I'll have a contractor do it, it'll be done professionally, you may be waiting a while. So then that brings me to point number 4, which is waiting can actually cost you money in the long run. And that is because of a couple reasons. Number 1, interest rates are continuing to go up. So the longer you wait, the more they rise. What you think that you're making back by doing this work, so you might sell your home for $5,000 or $10,000 more. If it's a home you're planning on staying in and it causes you to end up with a higher interest rate, in the long run you're going to be paying more for having, you're seeing the short term, okay, I want to sell my house for $5,000 or $10,000 more, but you're missing out on the long term of what that rate cost is going to cost you in your new home. So it's just really important to think about those things. And the final reason that I would say upgrades can cost you is that your tastes, however great I'm sure that they are, may not be the same as what a buyer's tastes are. So the worst thing that I can hear when I'm walking through a house with buyers is, oh, I really like the house, but this kitchen or bathroom or flooring or the list goes on is not my taste at all, and I can't bear ripping it all out, so I can't buy this home. You don't want buyers to come in and see something where it's brand new and have that experience where they would feel guilty ripping it out or changing it, and they know that your price of your home is based on the fact that you did these upgrades. So then to them it's not worth it because it's not something they like. So leaving some of those projects can net you, you may net the same you would have if you had done it, and you're leaving a space there for buyers to say, hey, I can go ahead and add equity here in this home and make it my own. Because again, I'm sure your tastes are great, but your buyer may have completely different tastes. And maybe your tastes are even on trend. You put in the white kitchen with the colored island and the barnwood floors. Well, what if your buyer is somebody who, likes tile or wants something completely different? So that is just one more reason that you may end up costing yourself money by doing upgrades prior to selling. So if you've had any thoughts of selling a home, now is still a great time. Again, best sellers market we've seen in possibly forever. And so, you know, it doesn't hurt to have me come out, talk to you about it, talk through whether, you know, you do need to upgrade. Sometimes it's worth it, you know, okay, repaint this room, the colors are off, things like that. But again, a lot of times we're just seeing it not having the same impact, or the impact in terms of your bottom line that you would hope it would. So again, Heather Clontmaker with At Home Realty. You can reach me at 616-610-9948, and coming out to let you know what you should or should not focus on prior to selling, and also letting you know kind of what your home is worth and things like that is something that I'm happy to do anytime. So I hope you guys have a good Sunday afternoon. I just realized all of a sudden that it is raining. My husband just went outside I'm on my way home, and I just stopped because I really wanted to do this video, but my husband's out mowing the grass, I think, because his weather.com app or whatever said that there's not supposed to be any more rain, and I'm pretty sure he's getting poured on. So I hope you enjoy this rainy day. Hope you don't get too wet, and hopefully we'll talk to you again soon. Thanks. Bye.